President Cyril Ramaphosa says mining holds great potential for South Africa's economic development. Speaking at the Investing in Africa Mining Indaba earlier, the president highlighted examples of growth in mining in countries such as Congo and Zambia. He said South Africa should not be left out as a large precious metal contributor. Business reporter Tumisang Ndlovu is at the gathering and has more on what is expected today from the proceedings there. Day two, Tumisang, addressed by the President Cyril Ramaphosa. What else did the President say to reassure the mining investors there that South Africa is still very much an investment destination, despite Eskom doing everything to undermine that?
Indeed, clearly what the President had to say about that particular assurance where energy supply is concerned is that South Africa is in need of a sustainable path. The President also touched on the pace at which South Africa needs to move towards a just energy transition. And talking directly about investment, he spoke about South Africa having a roadmap to ensuring that there is a mix of energy that is going to look at ensuring and stabilizing the power supply in South Africa to feed into that growth that is expected, anticipated, being worked towards when it comes to the exploration of mining in South Africa, as well as the advancement of mining in the country. To expand on this, we are joined now by the Head of Stakeholder Affairs at Exxaro, that is Mzila Mtenjana. Thank you so much for your time. The President spoke about investment and mining on the African continent, expected to grow even further. Where does South Africa fit in to be on par with their continental peers?
South Africa has been part of the global mining industry for a long time, and research indicated about 3 to 5 years ago that we still have $2.9 trillion of commodities still stuck underground, and so that's huge potential for the country and certainly for the continent to be able to continue to explore and develop the mining industry.
The role for Exxaro then is quite evident in your track record. Where do you stand, especially where the President was speaking about ensuring that there's certainty where policy and regulation is concerned to ensure this growth?
Now, I think the certainty of policy is really an important factor in ensuring that we continue to develop our mining industry. And for Exxaro, we are a South African-born company. We've been around since 2006. We've always been a diversified mining company, and with the change in the markets and the economy, we've obviously been optimizing on our portfolio of minerals. We launched our strategy for growth and impact in September last year to the markets, where we are planning on continuing firstly with our coal mining to ensure that we continue to supply coal for electricity supply in South Africa. But on the back of that strong coal business, we are looking at developing an energy business in terms of renewables energy. We're looking at diversifying our mineral commodities to look at those minerals of the future, such as copper, manganese, and aluminium. And those are going to be very important for the future development of the country, and that's what will be attracting investment.
Energy supply, of course, is the current impediment to where South Africa is concerned, and getting towards a just transition. There's a bit of criticism and debate around the South Africa being heavily reliant on coal. For Exxaro, where do you stand on that part of the debate? Because we still do not have a clear messaging from either the DMER or the presidency.
Now, I think we're working according to the IRP, which has really given us clear guidance in terms of where the country's future energy is going to be. So I think what we need to work on is what the future energy mix is going to look like. And the IRP is predicting that by 2030, coal will probably be about 45 to 55% of our energy mix. And the balance will be coming from a diversity of energy sources, such as renewables in terms of wind and solar. Exxaro is going to be playing a key part of that. And as I mentioned, that our coal business will continue to be an energy source. And so we will be mimicking the IRP in terms of that mix of coal as well as renewables.
The fundamental outcome that you would like to walk out with from the 2022 Mining Indaba, what would that be? Because we are talking about the future and expanding and getting South Africa to a level playing field with its peers.
I think this year's Mining Indaba has really emphasized the issue of collaboration. I think the challenges that the country and the continent faces, but I think the back end of that, the opportunities that it has are absolutely great to look forward to. And mining is going to be a key player in that for the development of the country and for the progress of the people of the continent. Coming out of an earlier breakfast today with Nordic countries, the issue of collaboration was emphasized. And if you look at the scope of opportunities, no single company and no single government can do it on its own to be able to get that kind of development. So collaboration is really going to be an important issue, and that I think will be an important outcome, or amongst many that will come out of this conference.
Thank you so much for your time, Exxaro's Mzila Mtenjana, talking to us there about collaboration really being at the heart of making sure that there is growth in the mining sector.
That's our business reporter live for us at the Cape Town International Convention Centre at that Mining Indaba.